are a stylist by trade, been doing it many years, dressed some famous people, but so what has been the biggest challenge in transitioning to becoming an editor-in-chief?
Whenever I did styling jobs, it started at the bottom and assisting and all of that, but I've always been an overall, mini CEO. I like to control things and I like to run the show, so I saw the transition very quickly because I turned from styling into complete creative direction. For me, the hardest thing, writing, I know how to express myself, putting words onto paper because I do a lot of the writing myself. That was really hard. I'm a terrible speller.
I'm a terrible speller, and it doesn't help that we're in America and they spell everything differently.
And this is the thing, is that I do everything very quickly. When I started taking photos, my own things, I went and did a Photoshop course because I like to control the Photoshop and do all that kind of stuff. So with the website, I kind of started doing it, but obviously there was limits to what I could do, so I brought on a team, and I found it very frustrating because I just was wanting to work at a certain pace and translating my vision. I even started doing courses on coding, but it's a whole nother world, so I kind of stepped back and thought, let me just be a little patient.
You have brought on people. Is there any ugly people in your team?
It's very funny.
They're all models.
Every time I speak to someone, when we were setting up the company, I would be on the phone to even just a call center and talking about setting up the company. I'm like, it's all my friends are models. He's like, do you have any openings? And I was just like, you don't even know what we do yet. It's also open to a lot of ridicule because before you know what it's about, people are like, oh, what a wank.
And how are you going to get past those critics? They're all out there. People are just you're getting past. What do they say?
I'm getting a couple of Instagram haters, a couple of comments. It's kind of coming from some of the girls because they get so much bullying online. I'm getting a lot of photos of people mocking our photos. All their friends are models and people tagging us. As soon as you start getting haters, you're kind of making it.
Your site is driving a lot of traffic. There's been a lot of interest in the press. I think it could be the next Refinery 29. So what is your strategy, your point of difference that's going to make you tackle the whole digital world?
Refinery 29 is my ultimate goal, in terms of that. But what we're aiming to do is eventually, we're kind of workshopping that. We've got a lot of things coming at us. So we're taking it very slowly. Someone said to me, this is when you think you should run, but walk and take it slow. So we're building really loyal readership. The eventual thing would be, some print publications, maybe some books. We're planning an AmFam TV and pretty much setting up something in New York, which is a studio styling consulting, pretty much the world of AmFam will be based here, and we're going to have a lot of things that are branching off, but we're taking it all, in our stride and kind of building the content right now so people really feel like they can trust us and have a platform that they can be trusted through.
Finally, have to end the interview with a question for you. If you had to choose between beauty and brains, and yes, you can only choose one, which one would you pick?
I've got the brains. Why don't I take the looks?
Yeah, well, you've got both, girlfriend. But what about a child? If you were bringing a child into this world, knowing what you do about the industry and being smart, what would you pick for them?
Nowadays, I think brains is really important. Looks, obviously, it does get you somewhere, but it's not the be-all and end-all. I think sometimes it does create something worse for you if you because you're in this really weird, superficial life. That's what looks does bring you into, and if you're not grounded by the right people, it can be really torturous and it can go really bad. Whereas with brains, you're smart enough to know where you stand and what you can do with it, and you can be sexy with it. It's
I disagree. In my next life, I'm coming back as a supermodel. And speaking of superficiality, we're going to check out her wardrobe and see why Sasha is one of the greatest stylists in the game. All right, girls, this is your fantasy. We're in front of Sasha Benz's closet. There is so much cool stuff going on here. So let's start with the good stuff. Right now, going into fall, what do you love? It's heavy.
So heavy. I can't travel with it, but it's so much fun and so much studs. I love this kind of stuff. This is what I would say overall. Spend money on a jacket, bag, heels. That's all. I know that's a lot.
Okay, yeah. That's it, ladies. Just a few $1,000s.
If you're going to pick, get a statement piece, get a statement bag, or, invest in something really beautiful, and when you wear it, people notice it. So this was my little splurge.
How much splurging went on for that? She doesn't want to say. What's a piece of clothing you put on when you're having a shit day and it automatically lifts your mood? Every girl has it in their closet. Which is it for you?
I'm kind of wearing it.
Okay, is this your go-to outfit? Do you have anything you're ashamed of in here?
My wedding dress.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? Yo, pull out your wedding dress. By the way, her wedding dress was stunning. Now, there is a lot of black around the streets of New York City, but what would you change about the style around here if you could? If you could tell all the girls to stop doing something, what would it be?
There's so many times. I mean, for me, it's bad jeans. I'm not a big jeans person, but bad jeans that just fit badly, have got bad stitching, and I feel like people put a lot of money into that kind of stuff. Just pull it back. Buy one pair of really good leather pants. That's all you need for the whole of winter.
We do know you like the jacket, you like the bag, and you like the shoes, but what do you think you should splurge on? In the winter months when things are going to get ruined a lot more easily, especially like the leather and boots, what should we be splurging on as it gets colder?
Bags.
Bags?
Yeah.
Okay, I've just seen the bags out of the corner of my eye. Let's go over to your bag. YSL, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, oh my. What's going on over here, Sasha?
I mean, I rotate my bags. I'm not like I don't just splurge all the time. So if I have something that's gone out of date, I'll go in and I'll sell it and I'll then go buy something new. But I'm a big believer in like an amazing bag. There's some of them that might not be as practical as others, like this stupid Celine one. It doesn't even...
What do you put in there?
It doesn't even fit my phone.
Does this bag make me look fat? It's just a little bit small. When it comes to styling, is it less than more? You know, Coco Chanel said take one thing off before you leave the house, but I'm one of those people that kind of layers more things on. So what is it for you?
I'm a big accessories person. I probably do more than I need to. I do believe like you're expressing yourself through what you wear, so go with what's, you know, in your gut. But, you know, maybe take that second look in the mirror and be like, okay, am I overdoing it?
And where do you go to shop when you want to buy these key pieces?
Ooh, Barney's and Bergdorf are my... You know.
Really? So you don't go to the smaller boutiques in New York and, you know, attack the smaller designers?
I go up there, I feel like I'm like the richest person in the world and I can't really afford anything, but I love the experience. I do love a bargain, so I definitely go thrift shopping and go to those kind of places. I love the consignment stores, which are really great.
And you are from Sydney, we're both from Sydney, so we're originally beach girls. So how have you incorporated that Australian style into your everyday looks in New York City?
Oh, I feel like the Subi kind of always having that kind of grungy part of it. I do go barefoot a lot, I swear to you.
In New York, with the syringes?
I know, and we've got the dog off the lead. Like, people kind of think we're, you know, these crazy, you know, hooligans. But, you know, even though I take my career seriously, you've got to, you know, not take it so seriously. Fashion is what it is. It's obviously very important, but you've got to kind of, like, maintain, you know, drink a glass of wine, get a little bit silly, and kind of take it like that.
Finally, one word to describe your style, just one. What would it be?
Maybe, like, casual chic. Maybe?
Yeah,
is that okay? That was 2 words.
It was 2 words. We can't spell, remember?
A lot of things that I don't talk about, which I, you know, potentially could, because I want to make them feel like, you know, they can trust me. There's wait, hang on, what did you say again?
I
I was like, wait.
Take that question.